Hello everyone, it's Natasha from Treasure Books. In this video, I'm going to show you two ways of storing your clear stamps. I'll show you my old system and my new system, and then at the end, I'll also show you how I clean my stamps. So let's get started. Okay, so up until a few days ago, this was my system, and this system worked for me for quite a while. And it doesn't anymore. I'll tell you why, and I'll show you my new system in a moment. So basically these are just DVD boxes that would sit on my shelf, and each one is labeled, as you can see, different categories of stamps that I was storing in there. So all of these are now empty. I just kept these two to show you. Okay, so this is how it works. I have my label here. I pull out what I need, and then my stamps are just in here. It's pretty simple. Just some things to keep in mind if you choose to use this system for your stamps. When you're storing your stamps, make sure the actual stamp that's stuck onto the acetate is not stored on top of the CD slot, because the CD slot has these ridges sticking out, and over time it will leave an imprint in your stamp and it will ruin your stamp. So just to show you an example, this is a stamped image, and if you can see over here, there's a little section there, a little round section here, which isn't stamped properly, and that's because this stamp was sitting on top of a ridge in my CD case, and it's left that imprint there, and now that's what I have to deal with. It's not a huge deal for this stamp, but if you're not storing them properly, it can ruin your stamp. So I guess you could always have two pieces of acetate, one on top of this as well, but it's just one of those things to keep in mind. The reason why this system doesn't work for me anymore is because the way that it was sitting on my shelf, I had something sitting in front of it, then I had to take that off if I wanted to get into my stamps, and then if I'm looking for a particular word, I have to get all of them out and then search for the word that I'm looking for. So it was quite bulky and taking up a lot of space, and it just didn't work anymore. So I am going to show you my new system now. And here is my new system. So all of those stamps that were sitting in CD cases that took this much space are now in this little folder. So this folder is, I'm not sure if this is a B5 size or I'm not sure of the size, but it's 6.5 inches by 9 inches. And everything is so simple and laid out for me, easy. I can see my sections, so I've got all of my hearts here, flowers, birds, plants, miscellaneous, more miscellaneous, butterflies, journaling spots, more journaling spots, more journaling spots, words. I can see, I know my stamps quite well. These are all sort of back to front, but I know this is memories, this is cherish, because I know my stamps. So if I am unsure, I can always take it out and I can flip it around, and then I will see exactly where my stamps are. More words, and the last section is borders, and I've still got a little bit of space, but these are all of the stamps that I have, and they all fit into this folder. So what I do is I grab a piece of paper. As you can see here, I was reusing some paper that was printed on one side. Let's grab this one out. So I just have a piece of paper in there with a heading, and that stays in there. I don't take that out. And then all of my stamps, so these are all from different companies, packages, so I have assorted them in categories. So what I do is I use things like this, packaging, these sort of things that I keep, and then I cut out this large acetate pocket, or what would you call it? I just cut out an acetate sheet that's going to fit into my slot here, and then I just put all of my stamps down. And that lives in here, and it's so much easier because it takes up a lot less space, and I can see everything by just flipping the pages rather than having to take out all of my CD cases and stuff like that. So if this continues to grow, I don't think I can fit more in here. I'm quite happy with this because it can sit on my shelf like this, and plus I don't want there to be too much bending of the stamps. So if this continues to grow, I'm just going to move into another folder, and I've got another 2 of these, and I actually got them at a second-hand store, so I'm pretty sure you can find them anywhere really. Okay, so that is my new storage stamp idea. Well, it's not my idea, but this is my new system, I guess. And I also just wanted to mention about cleaning of the stamps, because I see that question quite a lot. How do you clean your stamps? So I'll just show you what I do. So let's say I want to use this stamp. Let's say I want to use this one because this is one of my favorite stamps, which is why it's right up there at the top. And I'm using some type of a lid. Anything that your stamp can stick to will do. And then I'm just going to stamp my image onto whatever I'm stamping on. There's my image. And then to clean my stamp, oh, this is just so groundbreaking. I simply grab a scrap piece of paper or, you know, whatever I have, and I clean my stamp, and that's it. I don't mess around with using water to clean my stamps, and it just takes too much time, and it's just annoying business, right? So I just stamp until I get all of the ink off my stamp, and then it goes back into its little home. And there we go. Let me know what you think. Is this how you store your stamps? If you have any other ideas, please let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!